Look at this beautiful kitchen. Look. We shall rule over this kitchen together, and we shall call it the kitchen. No, it shall all be mine, and I will rule it alone. Ah! Curse you and your sudden but inevitable betrayal. Ah!
What are you, 7? Are we playing with trolls next?
Beau, Ryan, and Traycee King are coming over, and we are going to do a Firefly meal.
That sounds really good. Firefly actually has a lot of really good food in it.
Yes, it does. I'm going to make some Griswalds. And I'm going to make some mother's milk.
That sounds really alcoholic.
It is very alcoholic.
Inspired by our love of science fiction, we're cooking up sci-fi food that looks authentic and tastes delicious. This is Sci-Fine dining.
What exactly is going on here? Like a Wash and a Jane thing?
Wash snuck into Jane's room and stole his hat.
I see.
Let's put it on.
I don't think he's that dumb. But the Jane hat works for this episode because it is all about Janestown.
Yes, we are doing a lot of the Janestown stuff because what we're going to do for you guys is we're going to make some mother's milk from the Janestown episode.
Yes, please.
And we are going to make some Griswalds. So apples inspired by, basically, I don't know if you remember, but there's an episode where the captain is cutting into his apples and they ask, why do you cut into your apples? And he explains that they used to hide little bombs inside the apples. And they would explode when you eat them. I'm not entirely sure why they don't explode when you cut into them. That's.
But maybe when they cut into them, they can like they've crushed it. They can throw it away.
Maybe it's pressure sensitive, and you hear like a mine. You hear the chink of a knife, and you can put it down.
And then you blow up.
It's like a guillotine in your mouth.
So the first thing that I have to do is I have to core all these apples. I've already cored most of them, but I'm gonna do one more for you guys.
Oh. Oxo core.
Exactly.
That sounds.
I need to get that tool.
This next thing that I'm doing is not necessary for baked apples. You can make them without, but I want to make them look as grenade-like as possible. So I'm going to add a fuse, and so I'm going to use cinnamon sticks.
Great.
That's clever.
And I'm going to just shove
My
a cinnamon
stomach is
stick.
growling. I think I'm like, just give it to me raw.
Well, I'm going to say it does take about a half an
Really?
hour.
Wow.
How long does it take?
About a half an hour in the oven at 350.
Oh, so we've got a lot of time to talk
We got a while to talk,
and get drunk.
which will be fun. But
Yes.
yes, we have plenty of alcohol to do so. So while the apples cook in the oven, we're going to make some mother's milk.
Yes.
It's my favorite episode.
It's my favorite.
Yeah.
Jamestown, it's awesome.
One of the things they do to describe the mother's milk is they say that it's all the protein of your mother's turkey dinner with 15% alcohol. They also compare it to the beer they used to feed the Egyptian slaves to keep them mollified and all proteined up and ready to go.
And happy to work.
So we're going to use one of my favorite beers, Speedway Stout. Alesmith, yeah.
We're doing the whole thing.
We're doing the whole
thing.
And this is a strong stout.
wanna
It's like
open
10%
that up?
alcohol
Really?
on its
Yeah.
own.
Yeah.
And we're just going to go ahead and pour that straight in.
That is not going in there very well.
There you go.
You want to do that with the bourbon too?
And then we're gonna add like
Almost that entire
almost
thing
this
of,
entire thing.
Whoa.
ice cream.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of ice cream. I hope it
Get
fits.
down. Get
Yeah.
down.
Well, we'll see how it goes.
Okay.
Plop it in there.
We've got an ice cream scoop for you, I believe.
I'm doing this now.
It's all you. I trust you. If we mess it up, we know who to blame.
Don't be
Who,
nice.
I'm
Messy. Get in there.
Then.
Who
Just
does the cooking
scrape it.
in your guys' household for the most part?
It's pretty equal, to be honest.
Cool.
Because I.
Equal ordering through apps.
No, that's him.
Oh.
Yeah, let him do some work.
Okay, sure.
For real.
So it's going to be about 2 ounces. So basically about two of those.
2 of these.
Yep.
Okay.
And so we're using bourbon. You probably should use Irish whiskey to be more, because Jane was kind of Irish. But bourbon is what I have, so that's what we're going to use.
But it looks fancy.
And it will taste
So-
very
Bourbon is
similar.
delicious.
Yeah.
By all means, go. Drink up.
Okay.
Do it.
It's 10 a.m.
Maybe we stand back, because that's a very full blender.
Okay.
We're fine.
Machines. These Skynet blenders, you never know.
Yes.
It's going to take revenge.
Okay. This might be really messy, but delicious. Do we have we have toppings to go on this, don't we?
Yeah, we have whipped cream.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds.
Somebody give that a taste.
Let's see. That's delicious.
All right.
want another
Me?
one.
Ooh.
That's breakfast.
So not only is it mother's milk, but it looks like mud.
Should I wait and be polite? Or should
No.
I
No,
just
we're not
dive
polite
in?
here.
No,
Or
okay.
this is a
This is the
Firefly.
internet.
Were they polite on
Yeah, Firefly. It's like a Western. Are they polite in Western?
Actually, that was one of my favorite things about Firefly was that they did do so much in the kitchen. I mean, we could do like several episodes on Firefly alone. All the strawberries, and they always there's a lot of scenes that take place in that galley where they're all cooking.
Can you
for
hand
each
me
other.
that rag?
The drink? You want the drink?
That first.
This is really tasty. I feel like I just
Thank
want
you.
to drink all of it.
I love this. This
It's
is one of my
super
favorites.
tasty, and it's
Yeah.
it
Wow.
probably is about 15% alcohol.
Well, the apples keep baking, and we get drunk.
Right.
What are you guys up to?
Well, we're done filming 813, but right now we're doing the film festival circuit, but I just have to say it's my first web series, so I sit here sometimes and I'm like, I can't believe I finished 24 episodes with that, and we tried to really stick with practical effects, so that was
Dear God.
So
And
doing
so it-
everything in camera, on camera, that's intense.
a lot of explosions and like tacked to people's heads and with no
That's
injuries.
fantastic.
No injuries.
Congratulations.
Thank you. We're also working on something right now for the International Shit Film Festival. So I'm
The
making
International Shit Film Festival?
Film Festival. Different from 813. I'm actually
Yeah.
trying to make it shitty. so
So each shit refers to the quality?
Yes.
Or, okay.
like Grindhouse, but like
okay.
really bad acting.
They really embrace movies like Birdemic and Samurai Cop and Miami Connection.
The Room. It kind of transports us back to when we were like 12-year-olds with your mom's camera. Like, okay, do this, now say that, run over there. And it's like that again. So it kind of rekindles that love for just do it.
Yeah.
Improv it. I don't care if your bald cap falls off. Just scalp the bitch. Who cares?
I just noticed you dropped a spoiler, but carry on.
I did.
What about Radner?
Radner's still going. Just constantly, sharing cool findings on the internets and creating content for other people, essentially. Kind of took a hiatus from creating our own content, and people are just like, we like what you're doing, do this for us. So now I'm kind of spread thin, but still,
You sound
still
like-
trying to make it
You
happen.
sound like you're a busy guy because you're also in 813.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was the
Yes.
he was the star.
Yeah. Thanks for casting me.
How did you get that job? That must have been. Oh, you
know-
probably
Oh,
slept with the creator.
he slept with the creator.
wow, well,
Yeah.
that's how you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm well aware of this
Yeah.
fact.
I'd be remiss if we started talking about a Firefly episode and we didn't talk about the fact that it ended so early and it still got the rabid fan base.
And it was also-
really hated that.
It started
everybody
incorrectly
did.
as well. Because the very first episode that they aired on TV was actually, I think it was Train Heist.
Yeah.
Which was a good episode, but it didn't make a lot of sense when you're jumping into it.
Yeah.
The pilot episode, which I guess I hear they didn't think was quite as strong to begin with, it actually introduced all of the characters and explained what they were doing. So it's actually a better watch when you go back and you watch it as a whole.
Yeah.
Which is actually how we watched it. Maybe
Oh yeah, did you
we're
guys
late news
discover it when it
nerds.
was on? Because I have to admit, we didn't discover it till years later. Like, because I didn't. She's a huge Buffy fan, and I was not a huge Buffy
No,
fan.
we binged through Netflix.
Yeah, well, what
Yeah.
happened was I found out about it through a friend of mine, like in 2007, 8.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like, kind of, it was done, you know.
You're cooler
and
than me.
Serenity was already, you know, we're gonna see the Serenity panel. I'm like, what's Serenity? Oh, you know, just kind of, and this,
I
you know, my
remember
friend
that,
was
yeah.
like, oh. Duh, you gotta catch up. I can't believe you don't know this show. So we just sat in my living room and watched it all before we went to the panel.
You know the nerd elitist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only problem with watching it all at once is that he will not stop humming the theme song
I see.
all the time.
That is the best
see.
theme song I think of any sci-fi show. Somebody out there will correct me, but I love that theme song. I've always loved that.
Well,
theme song.
why would they correct you? That is your personal opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait, I hate it when people do that.
Yeah.
My opinion's better. Well, go kick yourself in the ass.
Don't drop it.
Look, don't do that. That's just evil.
Explosive.
That would have been really bad.
You know how great this drink is? I forgot we made the apples.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I really did.
I did.
Is that the lack of sleep or the amount of alcohol?
Maybe both.
It's both.
All right, moment of truth.
I don't get a knife.
Oh, did I get a
Now,
fart?
hopefully,
Or
if we
was
did
this
it
fart?
right, they'll
Use your
like
finger.
Ah,
goodness will all
Okay.
kind of spill out.
Oh,
Mine fell.
Yeah.
Okay.
And be a guillotine in your mouth.
oh wow. I feel like Halloween just shit in my mouth in the good way. This is really good.
Can you do that in a good way?
Yes. Because it's magic.
Oh my goodness. This is really, really, really good.
No, really, this is.
It's you know what's really
Wow.
good about it is that it's not too sweet.
Wow,
Yeah.
that really exploded in my mouth.
And so if you guys are in the mood to do another binge watch of Firefly, go ahead and go to our website. All of our recipes and much, much more are available there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
All.
Just gouge.
Get up in that apple.
Epic mealtime. And just
Not enough bacon for epic mealtime. We'll get them to bacon this.
Yeah.
We'll
Bacon
wrap
it.
in bacon, stuff
Wrap
it in
in
a
bacon.
pig. I'd wrap the bacon.
But this part is
bacon in it.
healthy.